The Vincennes is a billion-dollar Aegis cruiser. It's armed with Mark 26 missile launchers, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, 2 5-inch guns, and the Phalanx close-in weapons system, which fires over 3,000 rounds a minute. But what makes the ship so special is its high-tech radar. The phased array Spy-1 can simultaneously search and track over 100 targets over 300 kilometers away.
Bandar Abbas Airport, 9:30 a.m., July 3, 1988. "274 passengers are waiting to board Flight 655 from Bandar Abbas to Dubai."
Every aircraft broadcasts its own unique identity by transmitting an electronic squawk code, IFF, identification friend or foe. The Airbus continually broadcast its civilian status. At this point, the Vincennes had already issued the Airbus 3 warnings. 2 of these could not be received by the civilian airliner as they were broadcast on military frequencies. And the 3rd warning did not identify the aircraft as it failed to use any IFF squawk code. The Airbus was now 24 kilometres along the regular air route to Dubai.
On the morning of July 3rd, Captain McKenna, commander of the US Naval Operations Center, was very surprised when he found Vincennes 64 kilometers away from its original position and immediately ordered the return of Vincennes and USS Montgomery to the south and their place of deployment.
I watched it. I took a look at its altitude and its speed. It was climbing, it was slow, it was in the middle of our missile envelope. The F-14, to my knowledge, had no significant anti-surface warfare capability, so I designated this thing in my own mind as a non-threat. Climbing on a fixed course, using the proper IFF and so forth and so on. It's climbing, it's slow, it doesn't respond. It's in the middle of our missile envelope, basically. It's vulnerable. Why would this aircraft present a threat? It did not meet any of the threat parameters that were necessary.
The American fighters launched earlier could have identified the airliner as a civilian flight.
004, true, 21 miles.
The aircraft crosses the 20-mile mark, and he doesn't shoot it down.
18.
So at that point, I breathed a sigh of relief, thinking that, okay, he has now seen that it is a non-threat.
Everybody interviewed in the combat center said that the plane was descending toward the Vincennes. But the electronic record shows it never descended toward the Vincennes. But everybody had that view. I mean, they totally deluded themselves as to the nature of the threat.
The bodies of 108 women and children are found among the 290 people who were killed in that incident. One of the eyewitnesses says, "While we were collecting the dead bodies of the passengers, we came upon a woman who was hugging her child. She was holding the baby so hard that her body had become stiff. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't separate them from each other. It was the child who thought they would land at Dubai Airport half an hour after their flight."
And I believe we should have apologized to the Iranians for it.
I'll never apologize for the United States of America. Ever. I don't care what the facts are.
Captain Rogers declined the BBC's request for an interview. He said that while he regretted the outcome, he would do exactly the same thing again in the same circumstances. Captain Will Rogers was awarded a Legion of Merit Medal for his meritorious performance on the Vincennes.